Hello, Abhishpias here. I'm a professional data scientist, and I'm going to be submitting to the MongoDB challenge. As a data scientist, I decided to make an agent that could mimic my role on a fundamental level, taking any MongoDB table and running NoSQL queries on it purely from natural language. And going one step further, it also bypasses the need to spend a lot of time making dashboards for every data set by providing plots out of the gate as well. So let's dive in. If you want to run this yourself, you'll need to set your keys to the Gemini API and MongoDB API. The gist of it is that it is a standalone LangChain agent with 3 custom tools to figure out the schema of a MongoDB table and query it via the Atlas client. It also executes Python code with a controlled Python REPL tool. The app itself is built using Google's MESOP library and served on Cloud Run, so let's see it in action. All right, so this is where the fun begins. If you don't pass in input data, it will use the California housing dataset by default. So let's test out 2 quick queries here. Can you give me the average income where the population is greater than 1,000? Let's submit that. It should give back the correct answer. Yes, it does, 3.821. Let's give it something a little bit more complex. Let's also pretend we need a plot of the total rooms against how that affects the median house price. So bada bing, bada boom, it can also design you a plot of any relationship question you ask. Let's take this one step further and use it how it was intended. So here we can upload a data file. So I'm going to upload the Pokemon dataset that I have here. I'm going to give it a bit to load in the data, and then we are going to ask, who is the strongest grass type Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon type. Let's see what the response is. Correct, the strongest grass type Pokemon is Mega Venusaur, my go-to starter there. Let's ask a little bit more complex and interesting question. So let's ask for the popular Pokemon itself, Pikachu, its stats on a bar graph. Let's annotate it and make the bars yellow like Pikachu. So this is really cool, I think. It's a very complex task with multiple steps, but the agent can break all of it down and create that graph. Look at that. Wonderful. All right, last thing here. Let's make Brock, our first gym battle, a little bit more tough to beat. Let's give him 6 rock type Pokemon and have their attack strength displayed. Awesome. So here it is. That would be a difficult to beat Brock. Hopefully that blows your mind as much as it does mine. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.